Namaste once again, and welcome to this live session by Girls Pass. Today's live session is going to be about gardening, and for that, we are going to go live with a young gardener who calls herself Plant Mom. So let's see, she was earlier facing network issues. Let's see whether she can join us now. Thank you everyone for joining this live session with Girls Pass. Today we are going to talk all about gardening with a young gardener whose name is Shaily. She is just 18 years of age. Okay, she is here. Hi everyone. Hi Diksha. Hi Akshita. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Is
You
it
showed us
better?
plant before that. Yeah, now your connection is perfect. No problems
Oh,
now.
thank God. I'm really sorry, everyone. It's
No,
new
it
home, so
happens.
no problems.
It happens. It happened with me last time. So don't worry about that.
Thank
Okay,
you
so
so
let's
much.
let's just start. Okay, so please tell us again about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Shelly and I'm 18 years old. You know me as Plant Mom Shelly. I'm a content creator and currently I'm doing my bachelor's degree in media and communication.
Wow. So as I introduced you, you call yourself plant mom. So please tell us, why do you do that? Any story behind it?
Yeah, see, my mother has a green thumb, so I grew up with plants. But it's like
Okay.
if my mother will tell me to water that, I'll do it and that's it. But
Okay.
after lockdown happened, everything was so messed up, and everything was so chaotic. I just wanted where everything was kind of ending. I just wanted something to grow around me. So I couldn't take care of pets, so I went for plants. I asked my mom
Wow.
for money plant. And then it
Okay.
taught me lessons. Yeah, it taught me
Okay.
lessons that I could have not learned ever. And then I bought another plant, then another plant, and it's a jungle now before I even realized it.
But jungles are beautiful. So no
Yeah,
worries
very
on that.
beautiful, very calming, very peaceful.
Okay, so I was the next question I was going to ask you was how did you develop this passion for gardening? So we already got the answer for that.
Yeah,
Lockdown changed a hell lot of things. So
yeah.
even I'm quite fond of money plants. They are so
Oh,
easy to grow.
wow. Wow. Yeah,
So
true.
I developed this passion because of my nanny. Like she used to love gardening.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, so you are a young content creator. How do you manage your academics along with that?
To me, I would start answering this question by saying that there are few things which I can't compromise on. That's 7 घंटे की नींद, 3 liters of water, सुबह का breakfast, and my brother को call. And
Okay.
yeah, so all this takes me around max to max 10 hours. उसके बाद भी I have 14 hours. Those 7 hours of college, and still I'm left with a lot of time. So that half an hour I give to gardening, that's actually a self-care for me. So that
Yes.
recharged me for a whole day. And then I get time for other things too, for the assignments, for the recording and thing. But mostly I do
Mhm.
all the recording stuff because they really take a lot of time. So I
Yes,
do all the
exactly.
things on Sundays. That's how I manage.
We all fall short of time, and the way you're talking, it looks like there is so much time, in the whole 24-hour thing. Amazing. You manage it beautifully. Amazing.
Thank you.
Okay. There are lots of your friends present over here. Someone is saying 10-minute walk from the college.
Yeah, I usually tell them that it's just 10 minutes. So I
Great,
save a
great.
lot of time while traveling while they can't. I got this new place, so that saves a lot of time. So credit to this place too.
Amazing. So let's now start with fun questions related to gardening.
Yeah.
When we think about gardening, the first question that comes to our mind is how do we take care of plants? So, any tips you want to give on that?
They are plants, not humans. So it's actually very simple. Just sun, water, and good soil. And
Yeah.
that's it. So if you make it, it's complicated. But if you
Mm-hmm.
see it, they actually need only these four basic things. So just see if, like, water only when the soil is dry. Keep the plants under
Exactly.
sunlight only if they are not
Mm-hmm.
indoor plants who can't take that direct sunlight. Then
Yeah.
you can water, I told about the water, and simply use good soil mix that's fertile. Don't make it too
Yeah.
complicated, especially when you are just starting with it.
Mm-hmm. My gardener killed one of my desert rose by giving too much of water every day. So yeah, I can understand the water part.
Yeah. So in the beginning, we should always check the soil by hand.
Mhm.
That method we say na that we should touch the soil
That's
and
it.
see if it's still moist. If it's moist, don't water. And if
Yes.
it's dry, then water it. That's it.
Great. So, when we talk about home decor, the indoor plants thing, these plants just add such an amazing effect to the whole indoor environment. So, please tell us about some such varieties which we can use indoors.
For indoors, for me, like I'll tell my favorite one in the last. First of all, I'll suggest philodendron, money plants, the
Mhm.
most famous ones,
Yes,
all the
yes, I
five
have them
varieties.
indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can also go for syngonium. And spider
Mhm.
plant even does good in indirect sunlight. We can't say no light because there is no such plant
Hmm.
which can survive without light. But yeah, we can
Yeah.
say that low light is also spider plant thing. And the last one, which is my favorite, is the snake plant. I've literally kept it in the corner of my room for 24 days
Okay.
without sunlight. Not even the window wala
Oh,
light. Yeah, and it
wow.
still survived beautifully. It didn't show
Wow.
any sign. So yeah,
Amazing.
snake plant is the perfect one for me.
When we started this live session earlier, there was someone who said that she's using jade plant indoors. I mean, she likes that.
Hmm.
And
But
yeah, just now yeah, speak.
yeah, yeah, continue, please continue.
Okay, there are many people here. Someone is saying they're guilty of watering too much. Someone is saying they're guilty of not watering. So I guess people are killing plants. Please be wary of that. Don't do that.
Yeah, people don't make it complicated. Just check the soil.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Okay, so winter season is here and garden looks so beautiful if there are, bright, vibrant varieties of flowers in there. So can you please tell us some varieties which even I can plant in my garden?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So just now I had bought chrysanthemum. They come in very
Wow.
pretty color and they look so
Yes.
pretty. So I bought one. And you
Mm-hmm.
can also buy lilium. You can also go for what do we say? The other one is cosmos, then marigold, rose. Yeah.
Yes. I mean this is the season when it's the easiest to grow these flowering plants because during summers it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Also petunia. Petunia are the prettiest one.
Yeah.
Petunia and cosmos are my winter favorite.
Yes, yes. Wow. So, any special caring tips that we should take during winter season for these plants?
See, these plants are seasonal plants. They are made to
Mm.
live and survive in these kind of conditions. So, not a special tip for them. That's still the same, the sun, the water, and the air,
Mhm.
and the soil medium. But for, I would suggest what not to do in winters because I have got a lot of DMs complaining कि मेरा मनी प्लांट मर रहा है, leaves yellow हो
Money plant
रहे
is
हैं.
dying.
हाँ.
Oh.
And then I have also got one recent message. I got that picture of Purslane where she
Mm-hmm.
was complaining that her plant isn't blooming. So I would say that this
Okay.
is their dormancy period. So it's okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
completely natural if your money plant's leaf are getting yellow, even philodendron,
Yes.
or if your purslane is not blooming. It's completely natural. It's not their time. Just let them be. Just
Yes.
make sure that they survive till the next season. But that's it.
Don't throw them out, to be precise.
Exactly. And don't overreact. Like people are
Yes.
using pesticides or over
Mm-hmm.
using vermicompost and stuff. Don't do that. Just let them be. इस season के बाद spring आती, they will be very like green and healthy again. So it's not a big deal. It's
Yeah.
just the season. So don't overreact. That's the tip for winters. And for winter plant, you
Amazing.
can also do mulching to protect them from direct frost and cold air.
Yes. Yes. One of my tulsi plant is just now, struggling to stay alive because of that winter
Yeah.
frost.
Yeah. So yeah, that's also a
Okay.
winter thing. If you can protect it, do it consciously
Mm-hmm.
by taking extra measures. But then if you can't, it's still not your fault. It's just the season.
I just changed the place for that, so now it's kind of saved.
Yeah, I saved two of them. One is also my plant also dies. So I killed
Okay.
one tulsi, but it's fine. I saved two of them by changing the places.
Yes, exactly. Great. So, you also talk about sustainability and DIYs on your feed. So, please tell us about that.
Okay, so about sustainability, I have just started getting conscious about Earth and how we produce waste and how it is impacting the whole thing, whole system. So, what I have seen is, you know, taking a sustainable measures is not only for Earth, but it's also for us. Most of all,
Yeah.
most like above all, I enjoy it because it saves a lot of my money. I'm not
Yeah.
lying. Like I change
Recycling
place,
it.
I buy a lot of plants, a lot of plants. And after
Mm,
paying a lot for the plants, I don't mind using anything that has already been there as a pot
mm.
because I already spend a lot of money on plants. So I
I
just
can
keep
understand.
using what's already available, like bottles, like the food containers, the
Mm,
plastic bags. So I use them because they save my money. And earlier, when my mom used to do it, I used to complain, why can't we just get a pot? But then I realized that we can actually save, like, not produce a lot of waste by just switching these small habits. So for
yeah.
growing seeds, for the seasonal plants, I always try to do some DIYs. And if you have noticed, I don't paint a lot. I don't
Mm-hmm.
use a lot of fevicols and stuff because my
Mm.
intention is only to reduce waste.
Yes.
So yeah, so once if I paint a bottle, it can't be recycled. So what's after that?
Okay.
So it's still
Okay.
producing waste that can't even be
Mm-hmm.
reversed back. So I don't paint a lot. I don't use stuffs. I don't do sophisticated DIYs. I just keep it simple and intentions to reduce the waste I
There's
create.
beauty in simplicity too.
Yeah.
So definitely it must be looking beautiful. During lockdown, what I used to do this, there weren't many options available. So I used that upturned trays, and I used that for germinating seeds. And they
Wow.
grew beautifully in that.
Yeah, that's very smart way to use trays.
Yeah.
And also once
Almost,
yeah, yeah.
almost 90% of them grew. So I was really
Wow.
happy.
It was a full success.
Yeah.
So I was saying that once the plants start growing or the flowers start blooming, no one cares about the container. It's all the
Exactly.
plants that take all our attention. So how does that even
Yes.
matter? Use it. Whatever is
Yeah.
available, use it.
Just be simple and just enjoy the plants. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, right.
Okay, now this question is again from my side because I love cooking and I want to build up a kitchen garden. So, which has some herbs and maybe some vegetables around, things like that. So, what exactly should I keep in my mind if, like, I want to go in for this kitchen garden? Because many of my plants have failed. I tried growing them, they grew a little bit and then they like went away. So, what, I don't know, where did I fail?
No, no, it's okay. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
See, for kitchen garden, I would say that I haven't tried, like, I divide kitchen gardening in three levels. Level one
Okay.
for
Hmm.
easy plants like microgreens, then
Yes.
coriander, and then
Mm-hmm.
even lettuce is the easy one. All the
Okay.
leafy ones. Then we
Mm-hmm.
go to level two, which is the
Okay.
chili, capsicum, tomato one.
Uh,
Then
yes.
we go to the level three one where we can grow radish, carrot, and other
Uh,
things, which are little
mhm.
complicated. So why
Yes.
I'm telling you these levels, because you said nah, you tried but it didn't work. So it's like
Yes.
plants are all, they are living beings. So we have to
Mm-hmm.
understand what they need. And for that
Yeah.
we need to observe them. So start small, start by growing easy stuffs like leafy ones,
Yeah.
and then go step by step, like chili and capsicum and tomatoes are comparatively
Mhm.
easy. So second
They
level is
take a
that.
little bit more time to grow. You
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
be
yeah.
patient with them.
Patience is the key.
Exactly. Exactly. So, you just talked about microgreens. So, what are these and how do we grow them?
So microgreens are those leaves. You can say they are just a plant, just two leaves growing, the cotyledon leaves, and after that,
Mm.
the single true leaves. If you know what is a true leaf, there are two cotyledon, first two cotyledon leaves, and then the true leaves. So when this germinates, the seed germinates, and they grow up to this level, this is called
Mm.
microgreens, which is very nutritious, and we usually use it for salads. Yeah,
Mm. Okay.
so that's the
So,
thing.
like, how do we grow them?
Growing them is actually very easy. And when I kept it in first level, this is the reason that they get
Yes.
ready in just a week. So it's like you
Mm-hmm.
just take cocoa peat and spread the seed all over. You can take mustard seed, wheat seed, or you can also take radish seeds, and you can spread it all over and then cover it with cocoa peat just to protect it from sunlight. So it should be a thin layer, and then keep
Okay.
spraying water over it and it will grow. In just 2 to 3 days, you can see them grow.
Wow. Amazing. Apart from this, pests are a big trouble. Sometimes even my garden has too much of snails and caterpillars crawling around. So, are there any organic ways by which we can avoid that?
Yeah.
Something not pesticide which harms the environment, something organic.
Yeah, exactly. And this is so resonate with my idea. I never use pesticides. Even when I go to buy, or I can, when I see pesticide, I feel like, iska kya hoga? What after this? I don't want to touch
Mm.
that. So
It
it's that kind of thing.
ultimately changes the soil, so the soil is of no use after that.
Exactly. So that's so harmful. Everywhere it lands, it's gonna be harmful. So even I
Mhm.
never use these kind of pesticides. What I do is, there are many ways you can protect your plants from these pesticides. Like, you can just spray. For example, recently I have seen those white pest mealybugs in my hibiscus
Mhm.
flowers. So I see my plants very closely every single day. I somehow managed to
Same.
take that time and see each and every plant very closely. So I saw that
Mhm.
that has just started. So what I did is
Mm.
I just sprayed water with pressure and it's gone. The plant is fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only water
So,
work.
yeah, only water worked. But
Wow.
it's not always the case. If I missed
Yes.
seeing that and it's spread over, then what I have to do is, if it's possible, I'll cut the whole stem if
Hmm.
it's possible. But if the healthy stem and still there is pest, then I also tried using soap solution, which worked.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we can also use continuously, like in a regular basis, we can spray bioenzymes so that pests don't even attack in the first place. It's the
Okay.
precaution thing, spraying bioenzymes. And then
Mm-hmm.
what we can do is we can also actually use neem oil, but it's quite
Someone just
complicated.
mentioned that. Someone
Yeah.
just mentioned that. Yeah.
Huh. So neem oil is quite complicated because then you have to take care that you are spraying it in a diluted form, and that too in
Yes.
evening, because that might affect your plant,
Correct.
that might burn the plant if it's sprayed
Yes.
in daytime. So it should be sprayed during the evening. Yeah. So these are the ways.
Great. One of my plants grew that white powdery kind of thing. So I sprayed a mix of water and a little bit of baking powder. It worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
this
too
is
in
the
the
new
beginning,
solution. I didn't know about it. The baking powder one.
I Googled it.
Oh, I'll use it.
Yes.
I'll use it for sure if I face, like, I don't want my plant to face it, but if they do, I will
Yeah.
use this.
That white fungus kind of thing was there, na?
Ha, ha,
It
ha.
grows at this time.
Hmm. Wow, this is you gave me the new recipe now. Water with baking
Oh,
soda.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, so apart from this, any other tips you want to give to the gardeners over here?
Any other tip as such, the general tips?
Anything, anything.
Okay, so for me, I would say that first of all, if you are beginning with gardening, then go with
Hmm.
easy plants. Don't complicate. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy it.
Yes.
Don't make it complicated. Don't make it goal oriented. Just enjoy the process. See your plant grow and take close look on it. See how it grows and just observe how life happens. So that's gonna make it super fun. And then
Mhm.
also, for if you want to like start gardening just after this live, then follow my page
Mhm.
for tips.
Exactly,
and
exactly.
and also buy easy plants like money plant. So they
Yeah.
will not die in worst situation. They just survive.
True.
They somehow manage to survive. So yeah.
Just cut a stem and you can make so many out of one.
Yeah,
That's the best
exactly,
part about that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, if you are
Propagation
going to,
only.
can I add one more point?
Yeah, yeah, do add.
So it's if you are going to nursery to buy any plant, ask them about the origin. Like I have seen people killing succulents. So understand the season they come from. They come from very cold places. So provide them that environment as don't buy. So these are few tips you can keep in mind. Yeah, that's
So
it.
what exactly comes in succulents, which you just said? What varieties come in that?
They are echuverias, sedum, even snake plant
Okay.
comes under it, and then
Okay.
cactus, everything.
Okay.
And
I
these pretty
have,
ones. See,
yeah, please show. Wow. I have some of them in my veranda, so I think that's a good place for that.
that's a good place. Only if
Okay.
like during rains, it's quite difficult to manage them. They shade leaves during rainy seasons. They don't like rainy
Mhm.
seasons. So yeah, that's the
Yes.
problematic time. Else it's fine.
Great, great. So these were the main questions which I had for Shelly. So apart from this, if our audience has any other questions, please put them on the comment section below. Meanwhile, I and Shelly will go through a quick rapid fire round
Oh yeah,
questions.
sure.
So Shelly, ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So my first question is, three easiest plants to grow in a small space.
Money plant, philodendron, and syngonium.
Amazing. Next is three caring tips for outdoor plants.
Mulching in winters, then
Mhm.
checking the soil before watering, and then deadheading. Deadheading is important for new growth.
Great. Three best indoor plants.
Best indoor snake plant, then ZZ, and then what should I count? Let's keep money plant. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's fine.
I think both of us love money plants.
Yeah, I love them. They're
Great.
die-hard ones, so I love them.
And there are so many types of them, na?
Yeah, exactly. And there are so many beautiful types of it. So,
Yes. Amazing. Okay, three plants that require minimum of care.
minimum of care. There are succulents, vinca during summers, and then again snake plant, and yeah, three plants.
Okay. Three microgreens with minimum efforts.
Mustard, wheat, radish.
Perfect. And the last one is three plants that can be grown from the available leftovers, like, leftovers of vegetables, etc.
It can be capsicum. It can also be tomato, and it can be chili. And if we can count, it's also garlic and onion because they both are available in our home, so we can grow them. Especially
Amazing.
during
Well
this
done.
season, it's the best time to grow onion and garlic.
Yeah, so what I have done is, I like using that green part of onion, green leaves.
Huh.
So I have saved of that, and lots of them are now, fully they have come up. Those big, big green things, leaves have
Yeah,
come up.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
look, they taste so well in Chinese cuisine. I use it over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah, right. Even I have planted, but mine hasn't come yet. The leaves hadn't come.
Yeah,
So I'll
they
update.
work very well in place of spring onion. They work very well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do.
Okay, so some questions came up. I think someone was asking about hedging, I think. And someone
About
was asking what types of money plant.
types of money plant. So it's
Yeah,
marble queen, neon, and what else? The spotted ones. What's that called?
yeah.
I don't
Even
remember
I
the
don't
name, but there
remember.
are five types.
Okay, so someone asked about what is dead heading. I mean, I think cutting thing which you mentioned, no?
Huh. Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
that?
So deadheading is when the flower is spent, you should cut it so it doesn't use up the energy which a plant can use for a new growth. So when cutting down that spent flower is called deadheading.
Okay, perfect. Any more questions, audience? Uh, let's see. There's someone who is giving tips along with you over here. Keep the plants together for humidity for mist.
Ah, exactly. That actually works during summer.
Okay. So someone is asking, so like cut it or trim it?
No, no, you should just cut it. Like we usually do it in the case of roses. We even do it in
Hmm.
Aparajita's case where we just remove the spent flowers so more flowers can come up and seeds doesn't the seeds can't be produced because once the
Oh,
seeds start producing, the plant won't bloom. So that's the basic thing. So dead it.
new branches automatically come up later on once we trim it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions, audience? Off with the head. Yeah, don't cut the full plant. Just trim it. Okay. So I guess that's all for the session for today, and we will be saving this session on our feed, so you can ask us the questions later on also. Shaily will answer them in the comment
Yeah.
section below. And Shaily, thank you so much for joining this live session with Girls Bus. We will definitely make, collaborate on some nice reels on plants
Sure,
with you.
sure.
Definitely. We'll have to do that.
Thank you so
And
much for
guys,
inviting me.
do check out our feed. It is full of information on gardening, and do keep on checking the space for more sessions like this. Thank you so much for joining the session for today. Thank you, Shaily. Bye bye.
Thank
Good night.
you. Bye. Good night.
Bye.